everybody, and thank you for joining us today for this open text webinar, Unlock Next Level DevOps with Next Generation AI. My name is Michael O'Rourke, and I'll be hosting and presenting today's events. If this is your first time at one of my webinars, I am the Senior Product Marketing Manager, primarily responsible for DevOps Aviator, Value Edge, and ALM Octane. And I've been here for a little over 7 years, starting with HPE, Micro Focus, and now OpenText. For today's webinar, we're going to start by first uncovering some market insights related to AI. Next, we'll talk about OpenText AI and how DevOps Aviator fits into OpenText AI's blueprint. We're also going to show a demo of DevOps Aviator, talk about upcoming innovations that are on the horizon, and chat about ethics and responsibilities regarding AI. Then we'll put it all together and show you how to get started. But before we begin, I'd like to cover a few housekeeping items. You'll notice on your console window, there are multiple engagement windows. All the windows are movable and resizable, so feel free to move them around and get the most out of your desktop space. You can expand your slide area or maximize it to full screen by clicking on the arrows in the top right corner. We encourage you to ask questions during the webinar, which you can submit through the Ask a Question box. We do plan on having a Q&A session at the end of it, but whatever questions that we capture we're not able to answer, we will answer later on via email. For the best viewing experience, we encourage you to use a high-speed internet and stable internet connection and close any programs or browser sessions running in the background that could cause issues. Events like these are high bandwidth intense, so closing any unnecessary browser tabs and logging off the VPN can help converse your bandwidth. If your slides are behind, pushing F5 on your keyboard will refresh the page. You can also find additional resources to common technical issues in the help tool at the bottom of your screen. A recording of the event will be available after the event concludes and can be accessed using the same audience link that you used earlier. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get started. By now, you've heard that AI is changing the world. It's all everyone's talking about these days, especially as of late. In reality, AI is changing everything from music to art to education to the way we work. And as AI continues to evolve, its promise to revolutionize everything we do will usher in a new era where work becomes increasingly autonomous, self-sufficient, and optimized for productivity. And with all the hype around AI, it seems like new tools are popping up practically every day now, especially with game-changing technologies like generative AI that are poised to disrupt the high-tech industries. But how do you choose the right one for your business? How can you be certain it won't negatively impact your company's security, your customer satisfaction, and your productivity? When it comes to making a decision, naturally you need to ask what's important for your business. Is it saving time without sacrificing your business and technology coverage? Is it helping your developers predict the time it will take to deliver a feature? Perhaps it's important to detect and eliminate waste to reduce spend. Or is it making better data informed decisions to optimize costs? But what about skilled staff shortages, maintenance costs, test coverage issues? The list is essentially endless. The point is, there are multiple things to take into account. Now, we'll delve more into the benefits of choosing a trusted and reliable partner, but we really can't have that conversation without first talking about what's in store for generative AI in the long run. Whether you consider it a ticking time bomb or have reservations about security, um, some of the people look at generative AI ultimately possibly as the next .com bubble or just another fad, and that ultimately that over time, it might not go anywhere. Understandably, there's some concerns overall about it, but the top firms like Forrester and Gardner recognize Gen AI as the future of work. Forrester talks about Turing bots, which is AI-powered software that augments the capabilities of application development teams, helping them design code, test, deliver, and deploy better applications. Short term, Turing bots will assist all development roles. Mid-term, Turing bots will become better peers to humans and more accurate. Long term, they will become more autonomous with additional reasoning capabilities and human supervision, but productivity will still reach unimaginable heights. Gartner analysts agree that by 2027, 80% of enterprises will have integrated AI augmented testing tools into software engineering tool chains, a significant increase from 10% in 2022. And if we drill down even further, we get other cold, hard numbers that show that 95% of executives agree that generative AI will usher a new era of enterprise intelligence. 57% identify improved speed to market as generative AI gains more benefits. And another 30% of enterprises will implement AI augmented development and testing strategies by 2025. And of course, as generative AI ushers in a new era, the software industry itself will evolve with it. This means the development process will change, how business requirements are captured and transformed. The developer role will change by shortening the development process. The tester role will change as AI is being adopted to handle the workload. And the delivery process will change as it becomes more autonomous and ultimately more automated itself. Moreover, Gen AI has the potential to resolve dilemmas across businesses and industries, including the growing market velocity, the increase of software complexity, the explosion of software technologies and tool chains, and the alignment of business execution. This ultimately means that 75% would no longer need to struggle optimizing test strategies and reducing risk. 66 don't have to struggle managing growing complexity, scalability, and strategy. 65 didn't suffer from insufficient visibility and actionable insights. And 44% won't lack alignment between business and engineering. And now we'd like to get your thoughts on what would help your business more. You should see the poll question popping up for you right now. Please select the answers that best fits your situation. Is it better test coverage, faster releases, better visibility and insights, fewer defects, or ease of automation by chance? Of course, you can select more than one. Go ahead and please take your time to respond. I appreciate it. We'll close the poll here in just a second. Still have a little bit of time. Okay, just a few more seconds. Okay, I'm going ahead and let's see what we got here. So it looks like most people are looking for ease of automation, about 65%, and about 60% better visibility insights, fewer defects, and of course, better test coverage and faster release is about 40%. So it's not too surprising. So thank you everyone for your responses. I do appreciate that. Okay, let's move on. So let's now talk about OpenText AI. So in short, OpenText AI is a family of generative AI capabilities throughout our cloud editions that leverage large language models and private data sets to solve specific use cases. If you're not familiar with large language models, it's a type of generative AI that understands languages, be it in English or coding languages like Python, to help solve problems using source materials. For example, you can ask it to explain a legal document in plain English, and it will generate a brief paragraph for you. You can ask it what a certain block of code does, and it will summarize it for you. Or you can ask it to convert a news story into a poem, and it will do it for you. OpenText AI spans many products across our business units within OpenText Cloud, including content within our core content product, experience within Xstream, business network within Trading Grid, ITOM within Semax, DevOps within ValueEdge, and cybersecurity within BrightCloud. And to help us pioneer new spaces, we chose Google Cloud to be our preferred cloud partner. As such, we're combining Google's cloud expertise and Google's AI latest innovation with OpenText's decades of deep information management experience for the benefits of our customers. Also, by leveraging Google Cloud, we're not competing with ChatGPT or Llama or Google's LLM projects. We're bringing the very best capabilities from the market into our products and using private clouds that protect our customers' data. Our capabilities are never going to be outclassed by a competitor because we partner with the absolute best. Embedding AI across our portfolio makes our solutions smarter so that our customers can gain the information advantage by combining predictive analytics, conversational AI-led search, and generative AI. And with the use of Google Vertex AI, Palm 2 LLM, and Google Analytics, our portfolio provides smarter information, smarter experience, smarter cybersecurity, smarter applications, and of course, smarter DevOps. Smarter DevOps with OpenText tackles problems from end to end, not in just one spot. Across your software development lifecycle, AI helps provide coverage in 4 critical areas, from planning to governance and visibility to execution to smart assistance. For AI-driven planning, this provides more accurate and predictable planning in terms of timeline and resources based on history and other attributes. Governance and visibility offers more accessible and actionable data, ensuring that key insights are surfaced to decision makers to help them focus on more critical issues and shortening resolution risk time. AI-powered execution increases the velocity of developers significantly with integrated AI-powered testing tools to keep up with the speed of delivery and to ensure quality is maintained. And with smarter assistants, AI helps users get more value and insight from the tools, reducing the learning curve and uncovering hidden functionalities. And remember smarter assistants, because we're going to talk about more when we get to the roadmap parts. And with that, let's go ahead and talk what we all kind of came here for, DevOps Aviator. DevOps Aviator is an AI and LLM powered software delivery solution. Its new generative Its new generative AI and next-gen LLM capabilities empowers engineers, accelerates application delivery, and uncovers insights into your digital value streams. It's not enough to just deliver software quickly. It must be done without sacrificing the quality and security. The DevOps Aviator essentially enables developers and testers to continuously deliver high-quality software at unparalleled velocity and speed. This gives them the means to deliver software on time with feature prediction, gain immediate insights with AI-generated dashboard widgets, to reduce the manual work with AI-generated test ideas. And this is just the beginning as we continue to innovate and explore with you, our customer, the endless world of opportunities, and of course, all in the most secure and responsible way as we are committed to. DevOps Aviator operates within our Value Edge platform. If you're not familiar with Value Edge, it's an open source and integrated enterprise delivery platform. It enables organizations to plan, build, test, and deliver high quality applications. It provides out of the box integration into existing tool chains. It also supports enterprise agile, DevOps, and value stream management with AI powered insights across the entire delivery process. This is where Aviator lives. Now, it would be a great injustice not to quickly mention a few non-gen features we already have today in Value Edge Insights. I'm not going to talk much about these as this is outside the scope of our agenda, but it should go without saying that we've already been investing in AI long before Gen AI came around. This includes root cause analysis, where you can spot and remove bottlenecks to get recommendations on how to improve. Quality risk analysis, which calculates and provides risk scores on potentially high risk areas. And event correlation, where you can identify slow phases and rework by seeing trends in work time, flow versus waste, and efficiency over time. So like I said, we're not going to deep dive into these, but it would be a shame if you didn't know about them. So that being said, let's get back on course and talk about the Gen AI features. As mentioned, DevOps Aviator is AI powered with rich features. For example, Aviator enables you to generate test ideas using generative AI, giving you the ability to empower developers and testers with value generating work that minimizes manual repetitive tasks, maximizing test coverage in less time with less effort, and identifying high value risk areas and greatly reducing rework. You can create tests by choosing from a list of suggested test ideas to include in your test plan, thereby alleviating the guesswork. Developers and testers themselves can add tests instantly to their test plan with a single click. Ultimately, this feature helps save countless hours of time and helps your team get the most comprehensive test coverage. Aviator also enables you to generate dashboard widgets using generative AI, giving you the ability to simplify reporting using natural language, saving hours of work, building robust dashboards in no time, and gaining insights into projects and points of risk that can possibly impact your software quality. Aviator does this by interpreting everyday conversational instructions to auto-configure your dashboard widgets. In the blink of an eye, you can easily build robust, customizable dashboards using natural language to monitor critical projects, potential risk, or any widgets you simply want to see. So just to give a quick recap on this, the feature functionality, I think I might have skipped a slide, sorry. So just to give a quick recap, Aviator provides the functionality to generate the test ideas using Gen AI in high value areas that address test coverage gaps. ultimately maximizing test coverage, building dashboards and providing faster insights, and estimating your feature completions that could allow you to meet your software delivery deadlines. And apparently my slides are out of order, so I apologize for that. One of the features that this missed over is that is the predictive capabilities as feature prediction. And this removes the complexity of manually building and configuring dashboards from scratch. This allows you to do away with outdated methods that slow you down, that ensure operational efficiencies at peaks, and centralize quality from a single point of visibility. This feature is great for dealing with KPI overload. Instead of relying on congested dashboards with dozens of metrics that make no sense, you can find out what you need to do and build on your own. Okay, now we're back on track. Sorry, apparently my slides were out of place. So aside from generative AI, Aviator also provides predictive AI capabilities that help you estimate feature completion dates using AI and historical data. They also help you ensure that your software delivery dates are delivered on time and improve accuracy over time as AI constantly learns. Predictive AI uses historical data and machine learning to predict things. Using this, Aviator can track and anticipate the delivery time for features by estimating their completion dates. In addition, our powerful AI model grows more accurate as it constantly learns from historical data. And with that, we're going to go ahead and show a little demo about this. So let's go ahead and play that, please. For this demo, the first place we're going is into the dashboard. You can create your own custom dashboards with up to 30 widgets, or you can use one of our own pre-built dashboard templates. This dashboard is an example of how a dev lead or product owner can get a broad, sweeping view of everything they need to track the progress of a release. But what we want to see is the current status. So we're going to click the Aviator icon. And at the prompt, we'll tell it to show us the status of the current release. The result shows the most relevant graph. In this case, we get the release burn up and a summary of all the details below in natural language. We see that there are potential risks in this delivery. Knowing that, we'll ask it, what are the risks for the current release? Again, Aviator automatically fetches the most relevant graph and a summary of the risk in natural language. As you can see, one of the risks lies in a feature that has low test coverage. So let's click on the feature to see what tests have been defined for it, if any. We can see here that this feature has no test coverage. Usually at this point, a QA engineer would need to spend hours, if not days, creating tests, scripts, and usually automating them. But we can avoid this by letting Aviator generate the tests we need. And after a few moments, we get a list of recommended tests to choose from. You can select and deselect any test you want. We'll select all in this case. Below, you see we have two options: generate manual and generate automated. We'll go ahead and select generate automated. And in a moment, all the needed tests are generated to set the missing coverage for this feature. We'll click on one of these tests and notice that AI carved the test into readable steps. Let's go ahead and inspect our app. And then run our test. This is an example of a true codeless test that is powered by our AI object recognition. And once it's done, we can look at the results instantly. So let's regenerate the response to our question about the risk in the release. And now we see the risk we had before has been mitigated, and we can continue with addressing other issues. Now, the flow we just followed would normally take hours or days to accomplish. With Aviator, you can accomplish this in less time while maximizing test coverage and also reducing risks. Great. So now that you're familiar with DevOps Aviator and what it offers today, let's talk about the upcoming innovations that we're working on. Now, before we get into this part, I have to give the disclaimer to please our lawyers. Certain forward-looking statements that might be presented in the form of this roadmap items, we can't make necessarily commitments to dates, basically, just to be clear. That's basically what this all says. A lot of these items are coming soon. I can basically say that, but unfortunately I can't exactly say how soon. I can't provide dates or version numbers, so that's basically standard corporate SOP. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So in the future, what we're kind of moving more towards is trying to shift from AI generated to more AI assisted, and really hyper focused in on serving the personas. So, for example, with the product owner, we want to help them identify the missing aspects and recommend holistic coverage from the diverse sources, such as related epics and strategic themes, to help them rephase feature descriptions to a format aimed for product managers, MVP scope definitions, to help them suggest the most important customer needs based on customers' ERs and systems, and suggest several UIs designed for specific features. And when it comes in regards to the software engineer, we want to help speed up the developer's work by providing intelligent assistance to help simplify the creation of assets, such as a breakdown of features to user stories, to help them generate acceptance tests to cover each of the stories, to warn about potential regressions that may be introduced, or identify dependent features, or suggest technical aspects that need to be considered based on similar defects or features. When it comes to the QA engineer, this is an area that we've really been targeting so far, but of course we're going to continue to improve on to help them maximize the test coverage. To continue suggesting test ideas, but take it to a level to where they consider the requirements related to user stories and existing tests to again to help generate the test model flows based on a feature or to find redundant tests related to similar features or suggest potential defects that could be related to the defined functionality itself. So in other words, we want to basically try to help them find overall defects and basically help them with the bug hunt. For the automation engineer, we of course want to keep working in this area as well to help them speed up their automation. We go back and look at the poll. A lot of people are looking at the ease of automation as the biggest challenge that they have, and we want to be able to easily help them convert test scripts from one format to the other. So that they can work in the way that best suits them. I also want to be able to help them, generate test data at their fingertips, automatically embed it into the scripts to ultimately help them minimize the manual work and simplify, their value selections overall. And of course, they easily create an automated script from the feature descriptions and the user stories. That means, of course, suggest additional steps for the given test for better coverage, to create test descriptions that summarize the flow based on their actual test scripts, to add additional parameters and values overall to the test scripts. But it doesn't just stop there. For the project managers, Aviators will provide quick and accurate data summarization along with valuable insights. This includes suggesting a retrospective for the release, summarizing current release status, creating release notes overall, and identifying dependent features. For the product marketers out there like myself, you'll be able to use Aviator to generate inspirational marketing summaries effortlessly, to help ensure the effective market communication of features, ultimately to help drive the success of the product promotions. And for the tech writers, you'll be able to instantly generate comprehensive user documentation for those features. Aviator will help them create content on the fly and easy to follow documentation, which will ultimately be able to save valuable time for the documentation team. I know for a lot of tech writers out there, and I used to be one in my former life, this could save a lot of valuable time with that having us create documentation from the fly. So on the fly. So be able to take the information, the inputs that's already been done from the stories and be able to extract them and have them manually done. And all you have to do is simply just massage some of the information. That's to save a lot of valuable time overall. So when it comes to release, you can get a lot more content and a lot more releases out the door a lot faster. So this is overall the kind of direction we're leaning more into. Again, still kind of leads to AI generated, but we were looking for more AI assisted to be able to help the broad spectrum of different personas for the whole broad team, not just within the developer and tester range, but everyone within that touches the product overall. So with that, let's talk about the AI ethics at OpenText. This is a point that seems to come up a lot. OpenText is ultimately committed to giving organizations the ability to harness the power of AI without losing control of their sensitive or proprietary data. From the mouth of our own CMO, Sandy Ono. Together, we are going to help customers around the globe improve and secure the underlying data and information flows to take advantage of AI. So what this means is we welcome ethical AI. To us, AI and ethical AI are the same thing. Your data is not our product. And security and privacy to us is essential. Moreover, I like to point out that we are the first signer of the Canadian Code of AI. It's also important to point out that we are an established enterprise with massive investments in the entire AI landscape. And top analysts love us. We're also experienced and trusted AI partners who serve the right cutting edge capabilities to the right product spaces with professional services offering to boot. We are also not just a point tool in one model solving one problem. Our solutions have the right capabilities to solve the problems in the SDLC from start to finish. We've incorporated neural networks, automation, machine learning, LLMs, whatever comes next, to make our solutions powerful, stable, and modular. And our solutions have risen to meet the demands of our software development teams and customers. Our solutions also introduce a very few strong capabilities right now and a roadmap of future capabilities that are very exciting, with further integrations of Gen AI and LLM capabilities in the future. Lastly, many companies are watching the development of AI because they want to leverage all of its benefits, but they are unsure what privacy and copyright laws that are enacted and how shareholders and employees feel about the ethics of AI in business. AI governance is the ability to track and report on the assets that we've created with AI tools and governance, and it's key to monitoring the ethics overall, quality within the AI generated assets. Our serious approach to AI governance from the starting line is very encouraging to enterprises, and we always consider the laws and conditions, of course, with several countries that we operate with, and we definitely take that very seriously overall as we continue to leverage AI. And when it comes to the AI ethics and responsibilities, we commit to a number of focused areas. For user control, this includes supporting the user's desire to switch off AI, to mark generated content, and to send us feedback. Regarding safe content, our goal is to ensure both safe and ethical content, as well as prevent abuse and hallucinations. Lastly, and arguably most importantly, with data protection, we are committed to privacy, auditing, and data separation. So we've been talking for a while now, so let's kind of pull this all together. And we see that DevOps Aviator provides the potential to solve 5 key objectives: reducing the waste, downtime, and rework, saving you time; transforming customer experiences and getting to market on time, faster to increase your business value; automating repetitive tasks and letting your developers and testers focus on value generating work, thereby improving productivity over time; maximizing your test coverage and catching defects earlier, while ultimately enhancing your total quality; and cutting the complexity and mitigating high value risk to reduce excess spend and costs. And if we look at what our real customers are saying about AI today, the numbers tell all. 50% of our customers are increased in test coverage. We got 60% reduction of test creation time, and 90% improvements in testing time. And we got another 35% reduction in test maintenance. It's also worth pointing out that OpenText has over 300 patents in the AI space. This alone demonstrates OpenText's dedication to innovation and to helping customers save time and release better quality software products. And our number of patents are constantly growing. By now, we're actually probably closer to about 400. So here we are near the end. And while we've covered a lot, I know it probably feels like you've been drinking from a fire hose. I hope you have a better understanding of AI's benefits and how it helps you, your business, and your teams. Because at the end of the day, your decisions for your future matter. Regardless of whether you act now or later, there are 3 takeaways I'd like you to get from this. 1, unlock your hidden value by focusing on business outcomes and metrics that matter to your organization, and reduce or eliminate the vanity metrics and isolated processes. Start bringing things together. Start aligning development work and business strategies to improve your software development lifecycle processes. Drive predictable delivery and start trying to achieve better outcomes. And finally, adapt and evolve your business. Start countering and the unforeseeable impacts on long-standing practices, governance, and quality issues overall. And with that, let's see if we have any questions that have come in. I don't really see anything here. If you guys have any questions, you go ahead and pop them in there. No, if you guys have any questions, then I'll go ahead and just move past the Q&A part. So we'll go ahead and just move on to that. And with that, I guess your next question, since we don't have any Q&A, will be is now what? And from the handout, you should have, if you download it, you should get a whole list of artifacts that you could go ahead and or use to go ahead and get started. You take the interactive tour of DevOps Aviator's newest features. You can get started on our wait list. Read the whole full solution overview, which is also part of the download. Visit DevOps Aviator's websites, or check up on our release announcement blog. There's also some other blogs on the OpenText blog site that I popped out late November and December. 3 different blogs that identify the individual features that I went through here today, if you're interested. So all you do is just be able to search for those, and you'll be able to find them as well. And a quick and easy way to be able to find all the stuff is simply just to go to opentext.ai AI, look for DevOps Aviator, and just click on that page and you'll find everything you need from there. And so that's all the time we have for today. So please note that a replay of today's events will be available on demand shortly. And of course, we invite you to share it with your colleagues. And so thank you to our audience today. And this concludes our event. So have a great day.